I watched a Band of Brothers marathon recently and the movie Darkest Hour, which was about Winston Churchill and Britain facing up to Nazi Germany. I thought about how the people of both nations banded together and made sacrifices to address threats from Germany and Japan. They saw something sweeping the globe that needed to be stopped, so they pulled together and put up with minor inconveniences to stop it. Things like rationing gas, meat, dairy, firewood, or turning off the lights at night to avoid an air raid. They were willing to put up with the minor inconveniences so that the bad thing didn't spread. Then I compared the people of back then with Americans today. Today, there are a huge number of Americans who are clearly just not up to the task. The pandemic is a great example, with the refusal to wear masks, take vaccines, or take other measures to protect their neighbors. Climate change is another. So many are unwilling to recognize it, and if they do recognize it, they don't have the strength and moral character to support action to mitigate it. Our very democracy and rule of law is another. Leaders of the outgoing party clearly took inappropriate actions to stay in power after the 2020 election. The Capitol was attacked in an attempt to disrupt the legal and peaceful transfer of power. And a huge number of Americans can't even be bothered to admit that it happened, let alone do anything about it. In fact, they continue to support the people who attempted it. They support people who are arguably a greater threat to our country than Germany or Japan ever were. Not only can many of today's Americans not be bothered to make a sacrifice or pitch in to help, but they attack the people who are. They scream out about how those people are woke. They attack qualified people who are acting in good faith, and they embrace bad science, disinformation, and phony solutions. They cannot be bothered to face the truth or make a sacrifice, but they're oh so willing, to wave a flag, sing the anthem, wear a 1776 shirt, and tell people how patriotic they are. This cannot stand. America did not become great by ignoring threats and embracing fear, ignorance, disinformation, bad science, imaginary threats, and phony solutions.